made a fool out of myself in front of nationwide television for nothing. Sure looks that way.
When I was a boy, I wouldn't have been found dead wearing a skirt.
It's not a skirt, it's a kilt. And when you were a boy, probably all you had to wear was dinosaur skin.
Well, I suppose you boys think you're tough coming to school dressed like that. Well, for your sake, I hope you are.
Come on, Coach. Do we really have to wear this stupid getup? We get laughed off the football field.
We gotta, as long as we're taking that grant from the Department of Culture and Recreation.
I just hope Dad doesn't see me dressed like this. Oh no, it's Dad!
Oh, look at this. Poor Wyatt. Oh, Vanessa, tell me, when you females decide that you're going to make a new dress, why is it that you have to put Wyatt into it and he looks like a sissy while you're messing around?
No, Dad. You got it all wrong. This dress isn't for me. It's for Wyatt. He wants to look like Boy George.
Oh, that's how.
Cover me.
No.
You know, Alistair, it is true that in houses across the nation right now, role reversal is taking place.
Well, Christine, I never really did understand role reversal.
Oh, well, that's, like when the man stays at home and looks after the kids and the woman goes out and earns a living for the family. It's like me wearing these pants and you wearing that skirt.
That what?
I wasn't wearing a skirt. Oh, no, relax. It's just a special effect to introduce the opposites.
How'd they do it? I wasn't wearing a skirt. I had pants on, I swear. Kate, the opposites are over now. Get me out of this stupid skirt.
We do have this extra pair of pants hanging around.
Okay, then give them to me, quick.
Give, never. Sell, maybe.
Back to reality. This is all I've got. I left my purse at home.
And no, this is not limited to just Roger Price's comedy shows. It shows up in some form or another in both of his versions of the Tomorrow People as well.
Hello, Scotland. Oh, shut up. Is any steam to a new school, Chris?
Just like this? You wouldn't last 5 minutes. Not any school I know, anyway. It's a special school, Chris. It would have to be. It's going to be you than me.
You're not wearing anything underneath, are you?
You what?
You're not wearing anything underneath.
Why?
It's against the rules. If you are, I suggest you get them off before the doctor catches you.
Megabyte, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, come on. Flowers look good on you.
Cover me.
The only Roger Price joints I didn't find a boy in a dress or skirt was You Must Be Joking and Turkey Television, but I also don't have all the episodes of those shows, so who knows. But okay, you might be saying, maybe Roger Price isn't a very creative writer and draws from the same wells over and over again. Except this boy in dress thing was used as a bizarre threat behind the scenes.
Les Ly never spoke down to us. He treated us, like another actor on the set, and Jeff Darby and Roger Price again. Roger liked to put the guys in dresses, but other than that, very often, especially in the first season, if the guys were getting out of hand, he said, "Listen, next episode you're going to be in a dress," and that was a fate worse than death. So it pretty well kept everybody under control.
Roger loved seeing little boys in dresses. He thought it was hilarious, but the boys didn't like it so much. He'd pick the boy who least wanted to be in a dress and make him wear it. 5 or 6 of us went down to LA with Roger as kind of a field trip. Roger had found out that Doug Tolmie and Matthew Godfrey had gotten into a fight. It was Doug being Doug, a bit of a bully, but instead of punishing Doug, Roger said, "Let's go to a woman's department store." We all walked in, and Roger said, "Doug, pick your dress. Matthew, pick your dress." And they spent the rest of the afternoon in dresses as a joint punishment. Through that, Matthew and Doug bonded to an extent. They made it through the rest of the trip together, and got along. Putting boys in dresses was a means of punishment, of embarrassing the boys under his care. Femininity as a threat, one that Price got some sadistic glee out of. And it's not like he ever went nuh-uh when questioned about it. People do horrible things to kids and make them wear dresses in real life too. I went to a German school for boys in Switzerland. It was a nice school. Our service duty mom used to tell us what to wear, brush our hair, bathe us, scrub us 3 times a day in a tub, make sure we did our homework, and pull down our pants and smack our butts occasionally. She kept a dress, a sort of a hideous Heidi outfit for bad boys to wear. If she was displeased with you, you found it on your bed. I found it on my bed a couple of times, but I never wore it. She always promised to be good in the future, and she always relented. So, I'm not a psychiatrist, but that sure as hell sounds like a man playing out his childhood traumas on the children under his employ. It's so weird to see all this stuff and nobody say what needs to be said about it. It's in this documentary from 2004, it's in this book from 2013, but nobody seems to be willing to say that this is fucked up. Well, if you want something done, I guess you have to do it yourself. It's a bad enough joke on its own, but to repeat the joke over and over again in all of your work, to cast femininity as something to be mocked, to fat shame skinny teenage girls and shrug off boys peeping into girls' locker rooms as no big deal, to make a dress a symbol of utter humiliation, to force children to wear these clothes against their wills on television and in public streets because you were threatened with a dress as a child. This is fucked up.
You know, there's so many shows out there that are pushing or peddling products, you know, hawking something or other, you know. Every show, pretty much to make a cartoon nowadays, you have to have a video game and a plush toy to go with it. You know, and that was the other beauty of You Can't, was we're not trying to sell anything. Well, now they do. They sell green slime shampoo and stuff like that. I mean, they did sort of in a very small kind of way. I mean...
So this is my favorite clip from the 2004 documentary You Can't Do That on Film. You can just see the gears turn in Adam Reed's head as he talks. Well, our show didn't sell merchandise. Wait, 1 second, rebooting. Our show sold merchandise. Oh my god, we are part of the capitalist system. Ah! Nickelodeon didn't fail, obviously, and that was largely in part to Joey Laybourne taking over as president of the channel in 1984 and restructuring the entire thing. We have plenty of time to get into the nitty-gritty on that, but one thing Laybourne knew the channel needed was a fresh image. A new logo, a new visual identity. There was somebody floating around Warner Amex who could help with that. Enter Fred Siebert. We've seen Siebert before. He was on staff for Star Channel. But for the last couple of years, Siebert had been making a name for himself as the first creative director of Nickelodeon's sister channel, MTV, where he created the channel's many animated commercials and station IDs. He's the I want my MTV guy. With partner Alan Goodman, Siebert formed the company Fred Allen Incorporated and started working on other channels. In 1985, that brought him to Nickelodeon.
We went into Nickelodeon, and the people who ran it, a lot of people had been fired because it was failing. And they had one show that got a rating, which is a show from Canada called You Can't Do That on Television. It's where the whole idea of slime originated in that show. Like randomly, what was the phrase? I don't know. They would say, I don't know, and the slime would fall down on their head, and that's how that whole thing sort of started. And they said, you know, we think that the rest of our shows should be like this too, because the thing that we keep finding out is we keep telling kids that we're fun, but we're really not, except for this show. That's the reason that show got the rating and everything else got.
Again, I won't get into the fine details on how Siebert designed Nickelodeon's new image. There's plenty of time for that. But the point for right now is that You Can't Do That on Television was the springboard for Nickelodeon's new image. Green slime turned into the orange splat, and the show's messy nature seeped into Nickelodeon's other programs. Up to today, Nickelodeon didn't get super hardcore into the merchandising game until the 1990s, but they did do some stuff in the 80s, including their very first slime product.
Hey, what's your favorite TV show?
You can't do that on television.
Well, what's your favorite shampoo?
I don't know.
Introducing You Can't Do That on Television Green Slime Shampoo. It gets you clean, it won't turn you green. It looks like green slime, but with one big difference. It's shampoo. Just say those 3 little words.
I don't know.
And go from stringy, slimy hair to silky, shiny hair. It's amazing that something that looks so terrible leaves your hair so clean and great looking. You get an 8-ounce bottle of Green Slime shampoo. Plus, as an introductory TV offer, you get an 8-ounce bottle of Green Slime liquid soap. All for